Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taj and I'm a paycheck budgeter documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful budgeter. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how my budget went and girl, how I think I got myself a month ahead on my truck note without realizing I did that. Girl, if you are interested in seeing how this week's budget went, then stick around and keep on watching.
Get out the way, who got a watch, who got the time, I'm racing the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got talk.
Welcome back. So I have a lot of videos that I need to catch up on. Yesterday was a day off for me, but instead of it going according to how I planned it to go, girl, it went a whole nother way. So I'm already was behind on videos that I wanted to put out. So girl, don't mind if you start seeing them coming out back to back, but it's just me trying to catch up. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right on into this week's video. So, or this week's budget. I just wanted to say I had got this cover. I know my journal looks a little bit different. That's because I got this cover. I got this cover from the Organized Money. I thought it was super cute. It come in brown and black. She has an Etsy shop. If I can remember, I'll put the link in my description box. But it's like this leather cover, and it kind of keeps it my journal cover protected. But I like it. I like the whole vibe of it. Okay, let's go ahead and jump on into the video. So this is the last paycheck of the month. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. So let's start off with the budget. So I budgeted for, like I normally do, $1,900. And what I ended up doing was just writing out what bills I knew I needed to pay. Y'all know I usually, or this month, should I say, I made these sheets to kind of help me throughout the week. So I have my monthly budget that I tried this month, and then week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4 paycheck. And so I wrote out what will be due, and that's what I just kind of wrote that out. So we have mortgage, that third portion of the payment, $744.53, Infinity, $240.52. So I break that payment up. My truck note is $721.57. I break it up in 3, and so it's $240.52. Progressive is the second half, $317.40. My line of credit, $260, and then Carvana, my daughter's car note, $295. Then also we have American Express and one of my Capital One cards. So let's actually jump into how this budget actually went. So first up, my paycheck amount. Paycheck amount actually came in a little over. It was $2,001.69. Then we had some extra income of $200. So we're working with $2201.69. Mortgage. So I went on ahead and did the mortgage. That was what the portion that was due to make a full payment, to make my payment whole. And then Infinity. So I go online to pay my truck note, and it's saying that $47.97 is due on April 30th. So my truck note is due on the 30th or the last day of the month, whichever, so I thought that this was going to be the payment for March, but it's saying that $47.97 is due on April 30th, which means my truck note is not only paid for March, but pretty much paid for April as well. And I'm like sitting here for damn near 2 hours trying to figure out how is that possible. Now, here's the thing. When I got my taxes, I did pay 900 and some more dollars because I thought I was paying a late fee that I had accumulated, which was 100 and something dollars. I don't know. But I also was paying the trunk note for that particular month, which was February. I still don't understand how I did that, but when I made, because I looked at what was due, and I remember looking at saying, oh, I accumulated a late fee, and a couple of late fees, and I didn't know that. So I was like, well, so I thought I paid the truck note, but then I was like, well, let me pay the late fee that was accumulated, so that way for March all I will see is my truck note payment. No additional, nothing needs to be paid. So I thought that's what I did. So what I did was I made a extra payment that month, last month, paying just that late fee. But I still don't understand, because I looked at the statement. I went and looked at the transaction activity online. Like, I still don't understand. So when I looked at it yesterday, it said that it made it look like when I made that, okay, so I paid like 900 and something dollars, because that was for the payment for, February, plus a late fee that I had from January, I think. So then I called myself doubling back and went and paid that late fee, another late fee that I saw. Because now that I'm saying it, what I'm thinking is maybe when I paid the 9 something, that was included in the late fee. But I just don't see how that was possible, because I thought I was behind. So I thought that was satisfying not only that current payment, but whatever was left that needed to be paid for the previous month, which would have been January. So I thought I was paying the last portion of what was due for January and February's payment. But maybe I was paying February's payment and their late fee. So when I doubled back and paid the late fee, it was like I paid it again, but it was actually going towards March's payment. I don't know, because it still looked like I had a late fee. So I just don't know, girl. So I'll say that today, a new day, once everything has like cleared, hopefully on the account online, I can go in and kind of see. But basically, it's making it look like my payment is, my truck note is paid for March and April. And if that's so, then glory be to the Most High. But girl, I just don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. All right. So anyway, it was saying that only thing that was due was $47.97. And it said that wasn't due until April 30th. I just went on ahead and paid the $47.97. Progressive, I had $317.40, but it was actually $327.41. Elastic, which is my line of credit, that comes automatically out of an account that I can't Zelle or transfer to. So I had to pull that out and put it in that account. Carvana, I have $295. Naya gave me her $295, girl. So I ain't even put that in there. Naya paid her own car note. And she had an attitude, but I don't give a damn. What my plan is, I think what I'm gonna do, I ain't gonna tell her, but I'm still, I put it toward the car note this time. But what I'm thinking is I'm still gonna continue letting her pay it, or still budget it in my budget. I'm thinking I'm still gonna budget it in my budget, but when she pay it, I'm gonna let her pay me and just put what she give me to the side, so help her build a savings, because now you're not good at saving. So unless I really need her to pay her car note, then I'll put it toward her car note. If I don't, then I'll put it in I have a account that me and Anaya has together that she used for just like school money and stuff like that, that she don't really use. So I think I'll put it in there and just kind of help her build a savings, because she says she's saving, but I don't. But I know my daughter. But anyway, so that's why it didn't make it over to the actuals. So then American Express, that payment, I did $200. Capital One, $75. I originally thought, I think on the calendar I had $100, but when I looked at the minimum payment online, it says 75, and because I'm doing the snowball method, I want to stick to the minimum. The only thing I do pay a little bit extra on is my American Express. I just keep it at a base $200. It's usually like one something, but I just do $200. But everything else is like the minimum until I can get that paid up, the care credit paid off. Okay, so let's go into totals. So what I ended up doing was, the bill amount came up to $1,119.91. From the 2201.69 is $881.78. Then I went from here to here, and let me make sure, because I had did a lot of girl, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Okay. All right. So we had 2201.69 minus 1119.91. Oop, my bad. Wait, what? No, that's not what I did. So I said it was the 744.53, 47.97. Because I had to end up changing this when I found out that it wasn't this. So 47.97, 327.41. So that's where I get the 1119.91. So just roll with me. It'll make sense at the end. So 1119.91, that is mortgage, Infinity, and Progressive. All right. So the 1119.91 from 2201.69 left me with, why I keep saying 2201.69? 1119.91 minus 2001.69 equals 881.78. Here's why. The extra income was from my dad to go toward, because he usually, sometimes he'll help me pay or help give me money for Progressive, because of, if you follow my channel, you know that one of the vehicles that's on my insurance my dad has. So he gave me, he sent me $200. So I had already budgeted that, and paid Progressive. So that's why I have this highlighted, because what I ended up doing, I was like, okay, I'm going to put $200 on American Express. I can just do that. But then I ended up not even doing that. That's why I have these stars here. I was pulling $200 out for my cash envelopes. So I just, instead of pulling it out, I just used that. And so that's just a disclaimer. So that's finished. All right. So these three or four, three totaled up to 1119.91. From the 2001.69 left 881.78. All right. Then I went over to my debt and I put $200 on American Express and $75 on Capital One card. So that left me with $606.78. Then I went over to my cash envelopes and I used that $200 to put $150 to groceries, $30 to gas, and then $20 to eat out. And how I got that amount was from my monthly budget that I created, or that I tried to create, girl. Let me say that. So groceries, I was doing 3 weeks of 150, 1 week of 300. I ended up just doing 150. Eating out was a total for the month $80. $20 a week. I didn't even use the 20 from last week, but I still stuffed another 20, the 20 for this week, so that's $80 in total. And then gas, I had $120 for the month, which is $30 a week. So let me show you what all right, so gas was $30 this week, which was $120 for the month. So we had 30, 60, 90, and 120. And that's it. So I'm within budget. I didn't go over budget in gas. Same thing with eating out. I said $80 a month. So that's 20, 40, 60, and then this week made 80. So I didn't go over on eating out. And I still actually have the $20 in my wallet from last week. So so that's how I came up with those numbers. But anyway, I use, instead of subtracting it from the 606.78, I just used the 200 since that was in cash, and that's what I did. And then after this, I went over to my sinking funds, which is my March challenge. I did put the $11 to the side for that. I do have a video coming because this is the last paycheck of the month. I am going to be allocating the additional payment. The March challenge as an additional payment towards the Care credit card, as well as what I've already accumulated doing Bunny's challenge. So I did complete this one, and I completed this one, and now we are working on this one. I've already did $6. So this, whatever was left over from this, and what I stuff for this is going toward extra debt. I still have I never finished Hit the Jackpot, but I do have this, and I'm not sure if what I'm gonna do with this. I have an idea, but I'm not sure. All right, so $11 went to the March challenge. So from the 606.78 is $595.78. And then that's it, right? So let me see what I did, because that didn't look right. So let me go back. We stopped here. So 606.78. So originally I said from the $200. That still ain't right. What did I do, girl? 606.78. $606.78 minus I went back to $260 because I do have to take this out. So that left me with $346.78 minus the $11, and that is $335.78. I'm trying to figure out what I did. Oh, there you go, $335.78 remaining. Because I ended up having because I had to change some stuff. If you see where you see blue, it was changed. So 606 78. Girl, I know this all over the place, but 606.78. And then I had to go back because I couldn't forget about the 260. 346.78 minus the $11. So that's 335.78. That's what that was. Okay, so this is what ended up happening. I paid the mortgage, went on ahead and paid what was left for April, paid Progressive. I pulled out the 260 and put it into that account. So if I total all of that up, 744 plus 47.97 plus 327.41 plus 260 is 1379.91 minus 2001.69. So that left me with 621.78 after all of this is done. This came from here. That's why I got that star there. And then March, my put $11. All right, and then $275. So $335.78 is what I had left. Now, of this $335.78 is what I had left. What I transferred over to the bill account was $1587.46. So that was originally $744.53, $240.52, $327, because I think I went in and looked at that, and $275. $1587.46. That's what I transferred over to the bill account. But then when I started paying bills, I saw that Infinity was only $47.97. So $240.52 minus $47.97. This is the rollover that I'm gonna, if Eros is true, I'm gonna have $192.55 still left in the bill account that I'm gonna roll over to April. Fingers crossed. I know that was a lot and it was kind of confusing, but that's how my budget went, girl. And I'm hoping that I made a mistake and overpaid. If I did, then I guess that's a good thing. But I also, it makes me worry about how my monthly budget is going to turn out when I get ready to close out my month. Y'all know this is the first time I've ever did a monthly budget. So I'm still learning, and I'm hoping that if I just stick to it, eventually each month I will perfect some portion of it to where it's a breeze for me. If it doesn't end up doing good this month, I'm still going to continue on and try my best to, because I do feel like there was some benefits throughout the month. If you've watched my weekly budget videos, you will see that a lot of times I had money left over, or I was like, hey, like I feel like there was some benefits that came out of me seeing for a monthly budget. It also had me very conscious about what I was spending, because I knew, or coming into the month, I was like, okay, we're going to be tight. So it had me really tight on the budget. So any additional was like a breath of fresh air. But it had me to see the overall, to where I was like, okay, throughout the month, girl, we can't be doing the most, because we already, we already cutting it close. But, with that being said, I'm hoping that, when I closed out my monthly budget, I can see something that will be like a aha moment, like, okay, I got it. But again, this is my very first time doing it. So, we'll see. What I took out to cash stuff was basically, only thing I did was I took the $260 out in cash, and I took the $11 out in cash. So $271 was withdrawn, and then I went right to where I needed to put the $260 at and deposited that in. And then March, that $11 went into the March challenge. This was already in cash, so I just stuffed it in my wallet. And that was it for the budget. Like I said, these 3 came from the cash that I already that was given to me from my dad, and then the 267 I mean the 271 was pulled out, and yeah, that's how that went, girl. So yeah, that's it for this week's budget. That's how the budget went. If you like this video, if you like my channel, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time I upload. And I will see you beauties in the next video. Okay, my girls, bye.